Have you ever had one of those moments where you stand up from a chair and for just a split second your knees feel a little heavier than they used to? Or maybe you wake up in the morning, stretch, and there's this tiny stiffness in your back that wasn't there a few years ago. Nothing dramatic, nothing painful, just a quiet reminder that something is changing? Maybe you brush it off. You tell yourself, it's nothing, just age, it'll loosen up. But deep down, somewhere inside, a small voice wonders, is this normal? Or is my body trying to tell me something? And maybe it's not even you. Maybe you've watched someone you care about, someone over 60, move just a little slower than they used to. Maybe you've seen them hesitate before standing, or hold onto the railing a little tighter, or pause halfway up the stairs to catch their breath. It starts so quietly. A little stiffness, a tiny ache, a moment of weakness that didn't exist before. And at first you don't think much of it, until suddenly one day you realize, wait, this is becoming a pattern. Those little changes? They matter more than most people realize. Because after 60, the difference between moving with confidence and moving with pain, between living independently and needing help, often comes down to a few simple habits practiced every single day. Tiny habits, tiny choices, but they build up, and they shape the way your body carries you through the next chapter of your life. And the truth is this: you deserve to stay strong. You deserve to move without pain. You deserve to wake up every morning feeling capable, steady, and in control of your body. That's why today we're diving into 3 simple daily exercises, gentle, safe, and surprisingly powerful, that can help you stay strong, protect your joints, and slow down the kind of decline most people assume is just part of getting older. But here's the part nobody tells you. The third exercise, the one most seniors skip, is actually the one that prevents the most problems. Ignoring it is one of the biggest reasons mobility fades faster than it should. So stay with me, because by the end of this video you're going to understand exactly what your body needs, and how just a few minutes a day can completely change how you move, feel, and live. But first, before we begin, drop a comment that says, I'm here. Not just because you're watching, but because you're choosing to take care of your body, or someone you love, after 60. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Golden Years Guide, your weekly companion for living your best, strongest, healthiest life at any age. Now let's get into the heart of this. Because understanding why your body feels the way it does is important, yes. But doing something about it is where real change begins. And the very first exercise might surprise you with how simple it looks. Simple, yes, but powerful in a way most people never realize until they try it. Exercise number 1. The chair squat. Build leg strength and prevent falls. I want you to imagine something for a moment. Picture a man named Daniel, 68 years old, still sharp, still independent, still proud. One day he sits down on his sofa, just like he's done thousands of times. But when he tries to get up, he gives a little push with his hands. Not much. Just enough to help. A week later he's pushing with both hands. A month later he avoids the low sofa altogether. Not because he wants to, but because standing up feels just a bit harder than before. And maybe you've seen something like that. Or maybe you felt something like that. It happens slowly, quietly, almost invisibly. Until one day it hits you. Why is this getting harder? Here's the reason. After 60, the muscles in the front of your thighs, your quadriceps, begin shrinking faster than almost any other muscle group. These muscles are the foundation for standing, walking, climbing stairs, keeping your balance, and preventing falls. When they weaken, even everyday movements start to feel heavier, slower, less steady. But here's the good news. This decline isn't permanent. It's not fixed. And it's definitely not just how aging works. You can rebuild strength. You can regain power. You can protect yourself, starting today. Now, a lot of people over 60 believe something dangerous. They think that if their legs hurt or feel weak, exercising will make it worse. They say, I should stop. I don't want to strain something. But stopping is exactly what causes the decline to speed up. Movement heals. Movement strengthens. Movement protects. So here's what you can do right now, right in your own living room. The chair squat. Simple, safe, effective. Here's how you do it. Stand with your feet hip-width apart. Place your hands slightly in front of you for balance. Slowly sit back, gently lowering yourself to the chair. Then use your legs, not your arms, to stand up again. Take your time. Don't rush. Try it 8 to 12 times. That's it. But if you do this every day, you will feel a difference. You'll feel stronger, more stable, more confident. And if this sounds like something you think you can try today, go ahead and comment the word exercise down below. And listen, if you're watching this and you still haven't subscribed to Golden Years Guide, why not? Really, tell us in the comments. What's holding you back? Because if these tips are helping you, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Now, strength is important, yes. But strength alone isn't enough to stay pain-free. Your joints need something too. Something most people forget. So let's move to the second exercise. The one that melts stiffness and brings back that smooth, easy movement your body used to have. Exercise number 2. Hip and back mobility circles. Ease stiffness and pain. Let me tell you about Clara. She's 72. Bright, cheerful, full of life. But every morning she wakes up with this stiff, achy feeling in her lower back. Nothing extreme. Nothing alarming. Just enough to make her mornings slow and uncomfortable. For years she told herself the same thing many people say. It's just age. This is normal. But stiffness is not a life sentence. It's a signal. A gentle whisper from your body saying, "Move me. Wake me up." After 60, something important changes inside your joints. Your synovial fluid, the natural lubrication that helps your joints move smoothly, starts to decrease. When this happens, your joints feel dry. Your back feels tight. Your hips don't rotate the way they used to. And if you keep your body still, that stiffness builds. Day after day. Week after week. Until one morning you wake up wondering, when did everything get so tight? Most people think the answer is long stretching routines or expensive therapy sessions. But mobility, gentle, circular movement, is often more effective and far easier. So here's a simple technique that Clara started doing every morning. And within weeks, she said she felt lighter, looser. Almost 20 years younger, she told me. It's called the hip and back mobility circle. And here's how you do it. Stand with your feet stable and comfortable beneath you. Place your hands on your hips for support. Slowly, very slowly, begin to rotate your hips in a gentle circle. Keep your spine long. Move with control, not speed. Make 10 circles in one direction. Then reverse and make 10 circles the other way. That's it. Just a few minutes of slow, mindful movement. If balance is a concern, do this near a wall or countertop. Support is not cheating, it's smart. These circles help reactivate your synovial fluid, loosen your spine, and wake up the muscles that protect your back. And your body will thank you for it. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, go ahead and hit like. Not for me, but so more people who need this information can actually find it. Because the next exercise? It's the one that determines whether you stay steady on your feet, or risk the kind of fall that changes everything. Strength and mobility are important. But without balance, even a strong body can fall. And that brings us to the third, and most overlooked, daily exercise. Exercise number 3. The single leg stand. Improve balance and prevent falls. You'd be surprised how many people over 60 start losing their balance without noticing. It doesn't happen all at once. It creeps in quietly, just like weakness and stiffness do. I remember a gentleman telling me something that honestly shook me a little. He said, "I didn't think anything was wrong, until I turned around in my kitchen and nearly fell. Just turning around. Not running. Not climbing. Just turning." And maybe you know that feeling. That sudden wobble. That unexpected sway. That moment where your foot doesn't land where you thought it would. Balance fades slowly, but the consequences show up fast. Here's why it happens. After 60, the tiny stabilizing muscles around your ankles, knees, and hips begin to weaken. These are the muscles that keep you steady. The ones that help you stay centered when you shift your weight, step sideways, or walk on uneven ground. At the same time, the communication between your feet, legs, and brain becomes slower. Your body takes longer to react. And that split-second delay? It's the difference between a safe step and a dangerous fall. But here's the hopeful truth that most people don't hear enough. Balance can be improved. At any age. Even in your 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. And sometimes the improvement happens shockingly fast. 7 to 10 days is all it takes for most people to feel steadier. So let's work on that right now. The single leg stand. It looks simple. But trust me, it will show you exactly how strong, or how unsteady, your balance really is. Here's how to do it safely. Stand near a wall or countertop. Something sturdy. Place one hand lightly on the surface, just for reassurance. Slowly lift one foot just an inch or two off the ground. Keep your chest tall and your eyes forward. Hold for 10 to 20 seconds. Then switch legs. As you get better, try removing one finger, then all fingers. But never rush. Steady progress is still progress. Most people are shocked the first time they try this. Something that looks so easy suddenly feels unsteady. And that's exactly why this exercise matters. If this exercise seems too simple, go ahead, try it. Your body will tell you the truth instantly. And listen, if you're still watching this video but you haven't subscribed to Golden Years Guide yet, what? Really? Tell us in the comments. We're curious and we want to know what's holding you back. Because you're here, you're learning, and you clearly care about staying strong. So don't miss the weekly guidance that's here to support you. Now, let's step back for a moment. These 3 exercises might look simple. They might look gentle. But together, they form a powerful routine that protects your strength, your mobility, and your independence. And that brings us into something deeper. Something every person over 60, and everyone who loves them, needs to hear. Losing mobility, or watching someone you love lose theirs. It's one of the hardest parts of aging. It's frustrating. It's scary. It's emotionally exhausting. And at times, it can feel incredibly unfair. Because you still feel young inside. Your mind remembers the things your body used to do without hesitation. And when your body struggles, you don't just feel the physical limitation. You feel the emotional weight of it too. But here's the part that brings hope. Decline is not always inevitable. Your body is not giving up on you. It is responding to what you give it. And small daily habits, tiny ones like these exercises, have the power to slow decline dramatically, or even reverse some of it. Strength can be rebuilt. Mobility can return. Balance can improve faster than you think. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need long workouts. You don't need to push through pain. You just need consistency. A few minutes each day. A willingness to take care of the body that's carried you this far. So if you or someone you love is over 60, take 5 minutes today. Just 5 minutes. Try at least one of these exercises. Just one. Because small steps create big changes. And those big changes create independence, confidence, and a life where you can move freely without fear holding you back. Your body is still capable. You are not too old. You are not too late. And you are absolutely not beyond improvement. You can stay strong. You can stay steady. You can stay pain-free. One day at a time. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with something important. Every single day you move your body, you're sending it a message that says, I'm still here. I'm still fighting. I still want to live fully. And your body listens. It responds. It adapts. And the beauty of these 3 exercises is that they don't require a gym, they don't require equipment, and they don't require youth. They just require you. If you start with chair squats, you're building the strength you need to rise, stand, and move with confidence. If you start with the hip and back mobility circles, you're gently restoring the ease that stiff joints tend to steal away. And if you start with the single leg stand, you're reclaiming your balance, one of the greatest protectors of your independence. No matter which one you choose, you are investing in the future version of yourself. The version who wants to walk without fear, who wants to bend without pain, who wants to enjoy mornings, outings, family time, and everyday life with comfort and control. Quick recap of the 3 exercises. So let's take a moment to recap the 3 movements we covered today. Number 1. Chair squats, to rebuild your leg strength and reduce the risk of dangerous falls. Number 2. Hip and back mobility circles, to increase flexibility and ease stiffness that has been building up for years. Number 3. The single leg stand, to sharpen balance, improve stability, and protect your independence as you move through your day. Just 3 simple habits, but together they can truly transform the quality of your daily life. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these exercises do you feel most connected to right now? Is it strength? Is it mobility? Or is it balance? Take a moment and share your answer in the comments. I always read them and I appreciate every single one. And if this video brought you value, if it taught you something new, encouraged you, or gave you a clear starting point, consider subscribing to Golden Years Guide. We release simple, science-backed tips every week to help you stay active, healthy, and independent for many years to come. Thank you so much for spending these minutes with me today. I truly appreciate your time, your energy, and your desire to keep improving. Remember, strength can be rebuilt, mobility can be regained, and balance can be restored. You are not too old. You are not too far gone. You have more power than you think. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and take care of your body because it's the only one you'll ever have. Your golden years can still be your strongest years yet. I'll see you in the next video.